Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Happy Sunday. Last Sunday of November. What a wild month, huh? Um, a few things. I didn't post a meditation for next Sunday, the first. We weren't sure what our schedule is going to be, but we will add that to the schedule. So if you feel like you need a little pause from all your holiday
Realignment from
Thanksgiving,
your family, from
clearing out
jostling your family.
clearing out your energy field from being with all those that you love. We'll add that to the schedule next Sunday. So I'll put that up today for all of you, or you can listen back on YouTube. And
Nothing like a good family outing to disturb your mental harmony.
to trigger you so you can master your spirituality and
Oh,
your
thank you.
practices. Yeah.
Thank you, Mama.
We have the kids coming home, and that's always like the
That's a
best.
that's a snow globe.
Yeah, they come in. It's just like they come into this vortex of this energy and all their stuff comes up. And it's so funny, like to watch them. And finally, our one said, I know every time I come here, the first 2 days are so hard and I'm so emotional and no, and he notices the energy and then it like gets smooth. So now we know we try to prepare. So the good news is they don't both come in on the same day. So we have like a day or two to acclimate till we get to the next one. So you may notice that too. A lot of you guys are doing amazing work. The class finished yesterday. Boy, oh boy, was that beyond, I think, what we even had hoped. It was so incredible, and everybody just doing the work. You're laughing.
I'm still laughing at the kids coming home.
Yeah.
Come home, I go, every time I come home, I have a meltdown, and it's you. It's you, you're the problem. And we're like, baby, no, we're not.
Um, so anyway,
It's so funny. I think Sheet Dune was there for that one. We had one. All right.
yeah, we're recording.
Oh, we are. Oh, I didn't realize we were recording yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.
Unfiltered. Yeah. Um, so anyway, so the class was great, and thank you so much. We'll get the new one set up January. I will post a recording. If you didn't join us live, I'm gonna hopefully get that up today if I can figure it out. And then you can purchase the class and listen. You really need to spread it out because it's a lot of those of you who did it, it's a lot of activations and building that light body. So you can spread it out to then get into the next group. But we'll continue to do that. I think the comments were really positive and happy, and yeah, I think people really felt it. So yeah.
I enjoyed it. I'm still humming from
Yeah.
what we activated yesterday. It's like, wow.
And what we really, go down these wormholes, I call them wormholes, and we talked about this yesterday, is these axonal lines and where they appear on the planet and how it relates to your body and how it relates to everything and the star systems, planets, the thing, it's
Parallel
really
universes.
parallel universes. I mean, this is really amazing work. And what we were kind of guided is to stay in the work and you can build and build and build on it. So it's going to be really fun to see where we go as a group. And the group's co-creating it. So it's amazing. So thank you guys for saying yes. Um, the other thing on the 7th, we have an online retreat. Love, excited some of you guys are going to be with us. It's going to be really great. Um, it's a full day. If you can join us for the whole day, awesome. If you can't, we will record it so you can be in the energy of it, or you can listen back to it. But what we're going to do is really get into the work together and we can kind of see what's going on the planet. There's a lot of other energies and fear and a lot of things circling around that can really take us out of our work. And it's a day for you to really kind of commit not only to yourself, but to humanity and the planet. We're going to create beautiful grids. Each of you will create your own to have in your own home. So we can kind of create this network of love and light and energy together. And then you can access it, right? At any point. We'll also use that to kind of like charge up the grids for the 12-12. We're not going to do an active meditation. Michael will be traveling, but that will be here. And then we will do an in-person grid meditation on the winter solstice in the morning. And we're going to limit it, but it won't be like our sound healing where everybody's laying down. We're going to have chairs and we'll sit around the grid and do an active meditation and activation for that. So anyway, so those are the announcements. But if you can make the 7th, it would be terrific. And I think a really great way to say yes to yourself. And if you have someone you want to do it with, like let's say you have a friend and you spend the day together and you do it together, would also be really fun. So, because we're doing it together. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just kind of feeling into the energy of the alignment with that particular meditation. I'm just kind of feeling descended masters. It's kind of like when one of those windows, just like we're moving through November here and the Shambhala retreat is so present for all of us. And Shambhala is the, ascended masters. And that's what they have this celebration, at the end of the year for the harvest and all that they've been given. And that's the America kind of picked it up energetically and adopted it in the physical realm. And this retreat that we're doing is part of an ascended master kind of. There's an alignment there with the spiritual hierarchy, and I'm just feeling some of the ascended masters liking to come through and be with us during that retreat. So yeah, please come and be with us in that. It's spiritually fulfilling for me anyway.
It's also a great way to clear it out too. Again, after being with family members and just energetically, there's a lot going on. So, and all the distractions. For me this week, I had this really like kind of epiphany. And thank you, Jessica, and those of you that were on the breath work with her this week. It was exquisite as always. The prayers were so beautiful. I'll put the link below this recording too, and in our WhatsApp group. But I had just gotten on and I had done so simple how you learn things, how they're perceived. I decided I'll do a gift card promotion and do it so people could save money. And so I put it out and I made this little email, and I'm always so entertained with myself because I teach myself everything because we're a small business and we do everything ourselves. And I'm showing Michael, like, look, the little card spins around. So, I posted it when I was this email, and all these people unsubscribed from our list. And I was so hurt and so taken back. I was like, and I wasn't trying to sell anything. I was trying to support. And it was like, so it was a really great space to take that into the breath work with Jessica on Thursday. And the group really was so supportive of me. But how my child, my little girl, that wanted, look at my paper, look at my drawing. And it's like, oh, you went out of the lines there, it doesn't, I'm not going to put it on the refrigerator. Was so triggered that I had to really sit with it and really trace it into what it was about for me. And for me, sometimes when you have the intention to serve and you have the intention to love and you have the intention to share something with somebody or do something and someone doesn't receive it, is not to take it personal and not to be attached. And I was like, okay, well, if they don't want it, I can't make people subscribe. I can't make you listen if you're sitting here on your phone or you're checked out or you're in a grocery store sleeping. But sometimes it hurts me because I see it, right? So I'm like, okay, just be with it. So to me, as I move into the Thanksgiving holiday and being with people, is to let go of attachment and expectation and just continue to serve no matter what, and know that God and spirit and the divine will bring you people that do love and support you. Like that night, I just felt so held. So it was just so great. And thank you. And it's just really awesome. So watch the attachment and your inner child will get
It was interesting to see that unsubscribe happening, right? When people got a gift card. And you could not, I wasn't as attached to the situation, and I could see, right, from Denise's perspective, when somebody we have friends that have businesses and small businesses, and they have these discounts where they offer discounts on things so that and she loves to go and support them and and help that momentum of their business and everything. And then there's the other side of the coin. Like I could also see how I don't want to get all, sometimes you get all these things of the gifts and the gift
Emails,
cards. What
tons
are
of
they
emails.
selling me this? And they're all about the money. And you're like, where are you? Where are you in that? Right. You can be oh, they're just trying about the money and trying to sell things, or are you in the place of trying to support your friends and neighbors and everything. And I think that was the kind of the end. What was and then you got the converse too. Well, maybe you shouldn't be sending that out. I don't know. So it's like you learn something in all these things,
Hmm.
right? You learn in going through it, and you can do it with the best heart and the best uh spirit. And sometimes spirit sets you up a little bit to to take it on the chin sometimes.
Yeah, and also is to for me to really check in with the energy when I do things of what am I doing them with? You know, like we don't have a whole lot of people that watch, like some people have thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people watch their videos, right? You know, we're excited we get 20. We're like, and there was a time where we were upset that we had 20. And Lee Harris, God love Lee Harris and his work, he said, just bring those 20 people in your heart and give them thanks. I was like, oh, I love that. So, you know, we're just we're doing what we're going to do, and we're going to continue to show up and bobble through life and love you guys and thank you for the support. You're amazing. And yeah. So
And bottom line is more is not better, honey. More is not better, right? You think it is.
yeah.
Oh, we want to have more, more, more. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a reason we stay somewhat under the radar. I feel we're very bubbled and protected. When you open yourself up to a lot of people, you are open to I'm sorry, I'm letting some people in. You open yourself up to a lot of projection, and I feel really grateful. We don't feel that. We feel the opposite. So
Yeah. It's when you do collective work. I mean, I remember doing a lot of retreats, and when one person can usually handle up to about 15 to 20 people in a retreat. And then, once you start to get to more than 20, you're up to 80 people. You need a couple people to
anchor.
kind of anchor the energy and to be able to run it and I wouldn't say clear the field, but harmonize the field. I mean, each of us know how difficult it is when you're in a partnership, how you have to balance the energies with just two people. One's going up here and one's down there. And then, you're very rarely like locked in together. You're always trying to harmonize a relationship. And so when you do that with a group of 50, 100 people, I mean, that's some real
Mastery.
mastery. That was what I wanted to say, mastery, but it's like really, yeah, it's really difficult to do. So we want to honor all those people that have all those
Yeah.
all those people that are, in their groups and and they're doing all that work, because that's to clear that many people and to move up as a collective is big work. So
Yeah.
what else? Anything else, honey,
Nope.
about these energies?
No. Let's just stay in the bliss and the cocoon and the wave that we created yesterday, which was extraordinary. And feel very grateful.
All right. I'm just feeling kind of the Shambhala energy coming in. So let's just allow that to attune us. As a group, we're going to just kind of come together and open our hearts. They'll create a little group vortex monadic structure. And just check your posture now. Just check your spine. You may even notice that you're starting to already be grounded or being pulled down into your seat, your chair. your hips, tailbone. And just begin to breathe through your tailbone and close your eyes. And as you anchor your awareness at your tailbone, notice where you're breathing from. Stay focused in the magnetics of your tailbone. And as you breathe in, coming through your lungs, is the energy coming in through your heart? Is the energy coming in through your third eye? Or maybe you're pulling energy up through your root chakra, through Mother Earth. Or maybe you're pulling energy down from your crown chakra. Just allow your tailbone to be your primary focus right now, and synchronizing your breath. And you're pulling in to that vortex of energy presencing your tailbone and the magnetics of your spine. Noticing where you're pulling energy from. Where is the prana moving? And just continue to do that. And if you need to focus on a particular one of this, maybe you need to focus on the third eye to get it to move clearly. And just focus there with your primary energy, just holding the anchor point of your spine, pulling energy through your third eye, moves through your spine, follows that magnetic attraction down into your tailbone. And at the tip of your tailbone, see if you can presence that first cell. And you can just presence it by saying first cell, first cell, first cell. And see if you can start to breathe from that point of focus, as if the first cell is drawing in the energy through your physical being. And again, notice, what are the lines of energy that it's pulling in from? Is it pulling in from the root, from Mother Earth, from your feet? Is it pulling in from the sacral chakra, from your womb of creation? It's pulling from your solar plexus, and your connection to Father Soul. Maybe you feel coming from your heart, or your throat, your third eye, and your crown. And get to a place where all of them, you can hold the awareness of all channels through your main chakra system are opening like apertures, spinning like generators, as your first cell within your coccyx region just beneath the spine is pulling that energy through your light body vehicle. And notice, maybe you'll start to notice the pulsing of that first cell. Good. It's starting to expand a little. It's almost like an energy field or a enclosed electromagnetic field. And in the center, you may just feel that first cell breathing, pulling in these different ley lines of energy. And you may see or notice that that first cell is actually 8 cells. And each of these currents that are moving up through your chakra systems are all coming into aligning with, sustaining and nourishing these 8 immortal cells within the first cell. Good. You may notice a radiance as you come into equilibrium, and that connection is kind of grounded in the 8 cells, your 8 immortal cells. You may notice an overall increase in radiance in your light body. What does radiance look like? Radiance looks like the center points, the 0 points within your chakra are radiating outward light. Where do you notice that radiance? Is it in your solar plexus? Is it in your heart field? Or is it just an overall, your whole auric field lit up by your spine? Becoming more supple and yet more tangible. Good. You may feel some energy currents of these 8 cells starting to weave their way up through your spine to your Sushumna channel, your Antakarana. You may feel them as like longitudinal waves or scalar waves. You may even start to feel them a little bit as waves or even weaving, or spinning. All of them are different levels of your perception and your multi-dimensional self. Which one are you tuning into? Just begin to slow it down. Maybe just pick one. Is it the longitudinal waves? Is it the pulsing through your spine? The radiance of your heart and solar plexus? Good. You may feel like a lifting or a lifting energy from your throat to your third eye. It's almost like a plate or a disc from your heart is kind of like lifting up through your vertical channel horizontally, lifting this light field, electromagnetic field energy is just kind of coming up through the throat, up through the back of the head, and through the front of the face. And it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of staying at the throat, but it's kind of lighting upwards as if that disc is a cone that's faced downwards. The cone is around, the opening of the cone is around your throat. The cone kind of moves to a point above your head. See if you can presence that. We'll call it the throat cone. And how it moves up through the plane, horizontal plane of your pineal third eye, moves up through the plane of your crown chakra, and kind of comes to that point there at your soul star chakra. And just lift your awareness as if you're putting a feather or a pebble on that aperture, that 0 point field at your soul star chakra. And raise your awareness so that you're feeling that aperture or that unified 0 point energy. You're kind of grounding it by holding it there. You may even start to breathe through it. But you're also aware that the cone is open. And there are these waves that are kind of moving up through your 8 cells Kundalini energy. Transversing up through into that cone. It's like the cone catches it, is informed by it, and funnels it into that soul star. The 0 point field. Just breathe with that dynamic. As these energies are just, you're being informed, and we're also being integrating these energies. To stay grounded, you just stay breathing into your heart. Or again, presence the tailbone. Notice the slight undulations, waves of energy that are moving up through, being collected by your soul star chakra. And as the charge of the center point, it's almost like a pearl. That's a good analogy, a pearl there. As this cone is directing the energy into the center of this pearl, it's gaining more and more vibrancy. It's becoming more and stronger, more vibrant. It's also beginning to expand. It's almost like it's bursting forth. And just let it burst forth. When it's ready for you, it's just going to burst forth. That's it. We feel it kind of like a tulip that opens up. It's closed at the top, and then all of a sudden just opens up. You can feel not only at the crown or the soul star chakra, the disc that's opened up around it horizontally, but you can feel the vertical pulsing that's emanating from your soul star chakra and your crown chakra. Good. That cylinder begins to fill out. You may feel some pulsing, blinking of your eyes, but also presence simultaneously. Your 8 cells at your coccyx. And just notice the communication, the resonance between these two electromagnetic discs of consciousness, one emanating through your root, down through your antakarana, down into the core of Mother Earth, and the disc at the soul star chakra, fully opened, pouring energy upwards. Just take a minute now, just allow those energies to strengthen in your energy field. Good. Now the energies at your base, at your root, these 8 immortal cells, they're also expanding downwards. And notice how they're spinning or opening or sending waves down through your antakarana, down into the core of Mother Earth. But you can send a beam just kind of connecting into the core of Mother Earth, which is always a great way to anchor and receive, include Mother Earth. As she breathes that awareness of yourself, your individual Merkaba fields, your individual light body into hers, synchronizes with us at a collective level. And there's these two currents, one coming up from Mother Earth, one down from the immortal 8. Shield at your coccyx, and they're meeting at your feet, your Earth Star chakra. Just allow that shield to be filled out from the energies from Mother Earth and the energies from your own immortal 8. And that shield starts to fill out like a disc or a crystalline disc. And as you move into the awareness of that crystalline disc, it almost effortlessly just begins to pull, magnetize energy up from Mother Earth. Her crystalline core is receiving your crystalline energies. And this and your Earth star crystalline energies are receiving those from Mother Earth. Just notice that reciprocation, that communication. And also, if you can, this information of the waves coming from your mortal 8, it's your first cell coccyx, energetic crystalline seed cell. Good. You should feel that whole disc is now kind of, the disc, Earth Star chakra disc is kind of solidified in your awareness. kind of moved into a state of peace, harmony. And now, as you kind of breathe the energy through the chronic tube, becomes much more refined, silky. It's almost becoming like a pump, as if you're breathing through your womb of creation, the sacral energy and the root energy combine at the tailbone, unified oneness chakra, and that energy is pulsing and pulling energy up through Mother Earth into your individual Maharaj shield, into your individual light body, your tree of life. Good. And as you anchor in that energy, you may notice that your soul star chakra is beaming even more. And that disc is fully 4 feet around the top of your head. And you may even start to feel the whole disc is kind of generated an electromagnetic field, anti-gravity field that's kind of moving upwards into your 14th dimensional chakra. Allow your consciousness to effortlessly just move with that shield. Take it up to about 3.5 feet above your head. When it's stationed there, see if you can notice that 0 point, center point, crystalline seed point of your 14th dimensional chakra, where it meets your hara line or your antakarana line and fills out that 14th dimensional chakra. And the disc is already illuminated and opened. But now you're noticing the 0 point as the energy is flooding in through the 0 point out into that disc. And see if you can hold your focus, ground your focus in the center point of that 14th dimensional disc of consciousness. Without leaving it, without moving your consciousness from it, fully anchored there. See if you can also presence your soul star chakra in its 0 point field. How they're both kind of locked in. And you can hold both of them in your awareness, both locked in, unwavering. And as you do so, just notice how the fields themselves, the discs themselves, sometimes we call these shields, fill out and communicate, resonate. Now, as you hold that focus just naturally draws the energy up through Mother Earth, through her crystalline core, through your antakarana, and through your cylinder of light. Good. Bring your awareness back into your spine again and into the pulsing of your hara line. Bring your awareness back down into your womb of creation, back down to your tailbone, back into the immortal eight. You may notice within this electromagnetic field, you may notice like a little green sphere of energy. Just breathe into that green sphere of energy. You may notice as you breathe into that green sphere of energy, it's almost like a lot of eyes are focusing their awareness, triangulating their awareness in that seed. And what is those eyes of awareness? Is that your consciousness at the core of Mother Earth is now focused there. And your multi-dimensional selves from the different chakras, stations of identity, and the different 15-dimensional time matrix. Everyone's aligned in focusing their frequency bands of energy into that green cell, that green electromagnetic seed. You may notice that it bursts forth, or you may notice that it dissolves and opens up. Just allow that seal to release. And when you do, just pull a little bit of energy up from the heart shield of Mother Earth, from the crystal and core of Mother Earth, and just allow that energy to be integrated into this opened green crystalline vortex consciousness. That energy kind of opens up and moves out into the 8 cells. It's almost as if the 8 cells catch it, hold it, and just begin to charge it up. It's like there's a charging happening, a weaving, a gridding, so that you can breathe through that green force field there. And bring it into your Caroline, your Shushumna. Dissipate it or conduct it through all of your chakras and through all of your shields and through all of your light bodies. And just notice how it's activating in your auric field. Feel your whole auric field, that layer that's green around you, fully encircling you. And feel that green layer around you, in front of you, behind you, and sides, above and below. Begin to just breathe through it. It's as if your consciousness is holding the event horizon periphery of this green field, and you're just breathing in and out, taking energy into that green layer of consciousness, allowing it to move through, holding, charging, and exhaling. Out into the universe. And you'll notice a resonance within the core of your heart as you're sourcing radiance, green consciousness fields of energy are radiating outwards through your light body, outwards through the green auric field, highlighting it and strengthening it. There's this resonance within you and this resonance around you. And just continue to breathe and allow that resonance to equalize, harmonize. When they harmonize, you almost feel like they lock in, and then they just disappear. It's like there's just one. Yeah, that's it. And as they lock in as one, let me notice the energy moving up from your heart center up into your high heart. And there's a cone that's moving from the center of your central core of your heart, the aperture, the 0 point. And that cone is going up to and surrounding, radiating, highlighting, illuminating your high heart. And there's like a crystalline field of your high heart, receiving those crystalline frequencies from the core of your heart. And at first, you may feel the diamond. There's like a diamond energy from the crystalline center of your heart, high heart, thymus. But as it gets stronger, the high heart energy, as you breathe through it or into it, the core gets stronger, the 0 point gets stronger. You may start to notice some gold energy there. As if the center of the high heart, thymus, 0 point field begins to turn golden. There's like a golden seal there, golden seed. And the more that you breathe in and through that golden seed 0 point energy, it becomes more refined, more permeable. It's as if like fibers, almost like a harp, I'm sorry, a harp, golden fibers within the seed that are being activated, a harp. And as the energy moves, the diamond frequency energies, the crystalline energies move through this golden seal into the center of these harp-like strings. They resonate and they create more crystalline light and create more golden fibers. The fibers get stronger and they begin to pulse from the inside of your high heart. And that golden seal, that golden seed point is charging. And again, we're having that focus coming from different perspectives. The earth is moving up. The earth perspective is highlighting that golden seal, the crown and the soul star and the galactic, highlighting. There's like this intensification of focus into that seed point. When you're ready, just allow that golden harp strings to gently push outward and open up that seal or dissolve that seal. You breathe up in to it from your heart or from your root. Further refining these energies with this platinum silver white consciousness moving up through Mother Earth, through your eternal eight, immortal eight. Excellent. And you may start to notice like butterfly wings, golden butterfly wings, the center point being the golden crystalline platinum frequencies. And just breathe into those golden wings, those golden infinity loops. You just expand them out through your shoulders. You can even rotate your shoulders back a little and just kind of move those golden wings, the back of your high heart, anchoring in your shoulder blades, anchoring behind your hips. And just breathe through those golden wings now. Expand your awareness through those wings as filaments of golden, crystalline, platinum light. And the more that you pull the energy up through your antakarana, through Mother Earth, into your high heart, charging and then exhaling out through your golden wings. You may notice them anchoring even more into your heart and more into your spine. Just let them come into equilibrium and harmony right now and just play with them a little bit. Play with them with your breathing. And you move those golden wings. When you're at a place of just charging them, all is perfect. And one more deep breath here into your high heart. As you breathe in to the high heart, the thymus, hold, charge, and take it deep into the high heart is the crystalline core and anchor these energies. And you may notice as they anchor in the high heart, they also anchor in the spine and they kind of move down, anchoring through all of the spine, all of the chakras, through the tailbone, and anchor into the immortal 8 first cell consciousness and into your earth star diamond chakra, 6 inches beneath your feet. And when you feel fully anchored, allow yourself to just hold your whole energetic field in your awareness with the intention of sealing. And holding these frequencies, allowing them to continue to integrate. And slowly opening your eyes. Just aware of your angelic human energetic template. Namaste. Om Namah Shivaya.
Have a beautiful, beautiful day.